guess this is 10 grams. Nope. Okay, it's 2. Okay.
Okay, so. Oops. I would do the distilled water over here.
I'd say that's probably good because we're gonna crush it up again yet. I guess the more fresh you can add, the less you can later.
Okay, so now add water just to cover.
What's there, right?
I guess so. So this is the gently crush and mix. A little pasty.
It's getting there.
Okay. What's it smell like? Very yeasty and floury. Holy cow!
I don't think it pulls yeast out of the air. I think the yeast just grows because it's already in it.
We got a ways to go. This ain't all gonna fit in there. I guess I can take it off the scale now, right?
Yep.
So what does it say to do now? Once it's active, and when you're feeding it daily, you can choose to continue daily feedings and storing at room temperature, or move to the fridge and weekly feedings. Happy snow day. We are sitting under, I don't know, maybe 10 inches of snow, 8 inches, something like that. Josh came home early as the snow was pouring down and it was coming down really fast. It's really slowed down a lot now. The wind's picking up a little bit. Our power's blinked out once or twice. So I'm really hoping that I can get everything filmed and uploaded before the power goes out. Maybe it won't go out at all. But in case it does, the generator is full of fuel and we're sitting pretty comfortably. We don't have to worry too much about power outages as we have the wood stove, so we heat with the wood and we can cook on that if we need to. So anyway, that's a little update on what's going on today. I've been busy editing. I've been editing some videos for our church, so I've been doing that and cleaning out lots and lots of old files and old videos. Had a lot of fun looking at some old pictures and stuff. Just a nice, slow snow day. But one of my goals for the new year is making sourdough, and it's been something that I've been really scared to do for a while because I just didn't want to waste the starter that someone had given me. It was dehydrated, and so you have to rehydrate it, as I'm going to show you in today's vlog, and I was just really scared of it. So I was just thinking about like goals and like talking about it on Instagram with some different people, and I am kind of a goal setter, but kind of not. But Josh and I, after being inspired by a few people that we've talked to, was like, well, I guess that I was talking to and I was sharing with Josh, it was like, let's set some goals. Like, if we don't hold to them, then it's okay, but let's at least try. So we sat down and we made a whole big list way longer than probably is reasonable, but at least some goals to attain, like to strive for. So, and then we split them up amongst the different months. So what was really cool is we made a huge list, you know, everything from, okay, well, we need to book a dental appointment to we want to get our greenhouse up and going. And then what I did, we just brainstormed and I typed up all those different ideas as we thought of them. And then I went back and categorized them and made a list of homestead goals, and I made a list of like health goals, like going to the dentist because I need to schedule that this month. Just kind of common sense stuff too, and not just the fun stuff. So we made a big list like that, and then I categorized it into the different months, and we kind of picked different months that made sense for certain things. Like we need to get our seed order in January because it takes time for the seeds to come in. We need to do our taxes in the next 3 months. So things like that had a certain month that had to be done by. Certain seeds will start at different times, that kind of thing. Like I need to start sweet potato slips if I'm gonna do them this month. And then other things were like a lot less time sensitive, and so we just divvied them up amongst the months. So we did that as one of our big goal things. And then for me personally, I have a small little list as I think of things I'm adding to, things that I want to try and have been wanting to try, some of them for years, but that I'm scared of doing. And so basically my big goal for this year is to do the things within reason that I'm scared of. Not doing crazy things like bungee jumping that I'm scared of, but things I'm scared of trying because I don't want to fail. And I just think starting the new year with a little bit of brutal honesty is not a bad way to start the year. So I tried to look at myself at the beginning of this year and say, okay, well, what are the things that I've really been putting off trying simply because I'm scared of it? I'm scared of failing, which is not really a reason to avoid trying. I saw a quote the other day after I'd already been contemplating this and made my list and everything, and it was saying that she who tries and fails is already further ahead than she who fails to even try. And I was like, oh, wow, okay, it's a theme. So anyway, that's my goal, is to try to do things that I'm scared of doing. So I'm scared of attempting to sew certain things with a pattern because it seems really intimidating. And this week I sat down, and I did not video this for you because I needed to focus when I was trying to read the instructions, but I sat down and I sewed a skirt. And there's one little part left to do because I have to go to town and find some lace for the bottom, and honestly it didn't turn out great. And I may never wear it. I may just recycle the fabric and make something else out of it, but I made a skirt, and it has pockets and it has a finished waistband, and you know what, I did something that scared me. And not everything is an amazing project when it comes out, but just try. Give it a go and try it out, and finish it. So that's a little bit of maybe what you'll see this year on the YouTube channel. So one of my goals, all that to say, one of my goals is making sourdough, and this starter, I believe, is ready to make my first sourdough item from it. So I'm gonna be making two things today out of the sourdough starter, and the two things I'm going to make are hopefully a loaf of sourdough bread. A beginner loaf is what the instructions online call it. It's a more dense loaf, it says, because I guess in the sourdough world, really light, airy folds and stuff to make your bread really light is a goal with sourdough. And the more seasoned and better you are at doing this, the better, more light and airy your bread can be, I guess. But I'm just going for simple today and for my first try. So I'm gonna make a pretty dense, it says good for sandwiches and toast, which Josh eats a lot of sandwiches, so I'm sure this bread will get eaten, no problem. So that's my goal, is I'm gonna try to make a loaf of bread with it. It takes a lot of hours, so you probably won't see the finished bread on here today because the initial proof is between 3 and 12 hours depending on your room's temperature. And like I said, we heat with wood, it's cold outside and it's a blizzard. It's probably not going to rise quick enough to get on the vlog tonight, but I'll be sharing the final success or fail over on Instagram. So we have our Sister Acres Homestead account on Instagram, and I'll link it down below in the description and you can check it out. And that's where I share a lot of like in the moment clips of whatever in the world I'm doing or Josh is doing on the homestead, and just some fun in between stuff. So you can follow us over there. But the other thing I'm going to try making today with the sourdough starter, which we're really excited for, it's Friday night, and in our heads we associate Friday night with pizza. So we are gonna try to make sourdough pizza starter pizzas. And this is a recipe that literally is just like, you take a cup or more of the sourdough starter and pour it into a preheated cast iron skillet, and then you bake it for a little while, and it's a very thin pizza crust, and then you just load it up with the toppings you want, and it's pizza. So someone I follow online, Farmhouse on Boone, I've seen it a million times on her channel, and I've always wanted to try it, so that's what we're gonna do today. Also, because it's a snow day, it's officially still PJ day, so look at these cute PJs. Not changing out of them. So we just lost power. As you can see, it's pretty dark. It's like, I think like 4 o'clock. Josh is outside shoveling. He's gonna bring the generator over, and we'll run it to run the freezers and fridge off of, as well as our water pump, so we continue to have water, which is really nice. We may even plug the Wi-Fi up into it, we'll see. We definitely can live without the Wi-Fi, but it would be nice to get the vlog out tonight. I'm talking to the YouTube camera. I think Josh just thought I lost it. That's hilarious. I just need light! So anyway, I think my plans for sourdough pizza tonight may be canceled unless the power comes back on quick. It's pretty nasty out there. It's beautiful, but it's also like there's some wind and stuff, so my guess is there's lots of power outages, so a lot of work for the poor guys that have to work on the power lines to do. So we'll wait patiently, and I'm sure they'll get to us when they can. So I think I'll reschedule the sourdough pizza for a different night, so I don't have to try to cook pizza on the wood stove. But I think maybe some baked potatoes in the fire. I have some chicken thawed that I was gonna put on the pizzas, so maybe we'll do that instead. So yeah, if I can get some good light going in here with some candles or something, take you along for the rest of the evening.